if I got a meeting with the governor? That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a, but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. On first down, it's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Fields. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they'll get him down as as he's inside the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darren Waller with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prescott now. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Read option, here's Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run with Montgomery, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They try again with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his left. So left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Rosa's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. that alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Throwing, Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. He completes it to Snead. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Rosa's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, it's Montgomery, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 33.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On the option to give to Williams here.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, go back. We got motion.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On play action, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Montgomery.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Prescott from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This one complete. It's Fehoko. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action now. Prescott. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On first down, Fields. Oh, Waller, what a catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This to Jarwin. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Fields on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Fields. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Montgomery, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Getting down down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll go down at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. He's to the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. They will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.